Pain, Drunk on Broad, Beer Battered Sports, and the Fired Up Sports Show, which are available on all major podcasting hosting sites and social media. Also, check out Mark Ramos' Roundup on firedupsports.com, which breaks down the happenings going on with all your favorite local teams.
You're listening to Drunk on Broad, Philly Sports Unfiltered! From Broad Street down to the bank, we bleed red, green, black, blue, and gray. Racial classes, game day pride, Philly's hardware, drunk on the ride. ATL is flying high tonight, six stars lights up, the sky's so bright. Flyers crash like thunder on the ice, Philly swinging, everything's nice. Union chanting, passion loud and raw, city of grit, we break every law. Uptown, drunk on broad, no we don't sleep. City of champions, running deep. For another round, let's make it loud. Feel it forever. We're Broad Street proud. Drunk on Broad, yeah we're home. Drunk on Broad.
Ooh.
Happy
morning.
New Year.
Year.
New year, new us, new Birds team. Drunk on Broad, go Birds.
Drunk
Go Birds.
on Broad right now.
Thanks
we're
for
gonna,
coming.
We're gonna be really positive this episode. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
There's the positivity.
There's the positivity. Ah, shit. What a time.
Oh, well, listen. It's it is a new year. We're 3 days into 2026. We're not going to see anything new. It's the same old. It's the same stuff we've been seeing all year. It's another half that looked good, half that looked abysmal. I think, Joe, what you shared some breakdown stuff that like really kind of gave some context for why. And I have it just reassured all the things that we've been talking about all year long in terms of like where this breakdown is coming from. And it's coming from above the field. The guys that are making the decisions about the team above the field are your boy Sirianni and Patullo, where
KP.
the way that they have decided, and I can't even say lean on this defense. They are absolutely turtling up the offense, and relying on this defense that is playing like a team. The defense is playing like a team that could carry that group to the Super Bowl, while the offense has all of the offensive weapons that one would ever want, but is playing like the Ravens defense that had Trent Dilfer as the quarterback. Like
that's asinine. That's the craziest part is like Jalen Hurts is the new Trent Dilfer, not through anyone's fault. Like it's not his fault. Like we obviously know it's KP, and in the OT world, the rehab world, if we had to like give an assist level of what this offense is to this defense is totally dependent, or this offense is totally dependent on this defense. We could even throw a TD plus because the offense goes on the field and they try, but they actually can't do anything for themselves. So that's why they would be total dependent. Like it's asinine. You could have not put the offense on the field in the second half and just let the defense be out there the whole time, and you probably would have had better results. Like that's if you let the defense play just 30 minutes and said, "Hey, Josh Allen, you can do whatever you want on fourth down. If you want to go for it, if not, we'll just back you up to the 5 and you can start your drive over." I'm pretty sure the Eagles would have been like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea. We're not even going to bring our offense out because what the fuck did they show you? You complete no passes in the second half. You have 17 total yards.
Yeah.
And your offensive Cam Jurgens, how the fuck are you a Pro Bowler?
Pro
I've
Bowl.
seen you miss 2 blocks where you didn't even get your head up or touch the guy. Like, that reminded me of the 2 Texans players earlier this year blocking each other. Like, he just
It's true.
whiffed and didn't even have his head up. Like,
Yeah.
Tyler Steen looks like a fucking turnstile. Fred Jackson's trying to take on 2 guys while Tyler Steen's trying to block himself. Like,
Truth.
Yeah. Tyler
fucking
Steen's
offensive
blocking
line is
guys into
terrible.
Fred Johnson, knocking Fred Johnson down. Like Joe, when you look at when I went back, there was a guy who broke down those the 0 for 7 in the pass plays, right? You have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are throwaways.
Yeah.
Or where he's being chased out of the pocket and doesn't even get a chance to let the play to develop. The one throwaway is the play you just mentioned where Tyler Steen runs into Fred Johnson. You have the pass breakup with AJ Brown. You have the Devontae Smith catch that was a catch that you saw was a catch that got overturned. You have the one play where he has to escape the pocket to avoid getting a safety. All things considered, I would say that as bad as it looked, he did what he was supposed to do and what they're telling him to do, which is not turn the ball over, which is crazy. That like they are, and the midweek comments from Patullo from the press conference talking about like
What a boob.
Literally like.
Well, you got a bad look to run against. So what do you feel in that and running in that situation? Oh, sometimes we just run the ball to run the ball.
Like,
are you that like
we can tell?
Yeah, we're not dumb. The
can
stacked box,
tell.
you run it right up the middle, and Saquon's getting hit by 3 guys in the backfield.
Shit, it didn't work. I thought we were going to catch him off guard.
Damn it. They're smarter than we thought they were.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no
like,
shit.
The play calling, when this stuff happens, it takes conservative play calling to an entirely new level.
Just kneel the ball if you want to kill time.
Like,
I mean, fuck it.
You took that 13 13-point lead and one more score in that game. So it would have put the game away.
The blocked extra point.
But
thank you, Jalen Carter.
And listen, Joe, we'll get to that because the way that they're playing on defense and special teams, in that case, is it's essentially saving them because had the Bills just made both of those extra points, that's a win. Those games are over. The 2-point conversion isn't even a conversation because they just put 2 touchdowns up on the board. They get both extra points and they win 14-12. But like you turtled up at halftime. Like going into halftime, if you look at some of the play calls before halftime, they looked really good. The way that they were spreading the ball around, the way that they're able to move the pocket, the way that they're able to get the ball to guys in space. I just don't know why you can't have a continuation of what you're doing, which is already working.
Because in the second half, you have to develop routes and plays that take over 5 seconds to get open. It's so amazing to me when you look at all these plays and the breakdowns and everybody's like, Hurts is holding on to the ball too long. That's okay. You have 3rd and 10. You have Devontae Smith run 30 yards down the field. You have A.J. Brown run 30 yards down the field. Saquon is in to block because your offensive line is putrid. He can't even sneak out. Then you have Dallas Goedert go 2 yards, and everybody goes, well, Dallas Goedert's wide open, bro. It's 3rd and fucking 10. You're not throwing the ball for 2 yards for Dallas Goedert. You're not. That's not the throw. You're looking to get to the sticks, but there's nobody at the sticks. They're 15 to 20 yards past the sticks.
Right.
So you throw the slant one time where it gets batted away from AJ Brown. That's it.
And then
Good
you
coverage.
don't go back to it.
And then you don't go back to it. You don't do any crossing concepts over the middle of the field in the second half. Every single time you see Jalen Hurts when he gets flushed out of the pocket because I watched the same breakdowns as you guys, and it pissed me off so much. Hearing a few of my friends are like, "Oh, Jalen Hurts needs to be better." I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I'm like, "Look at this shit and tell me how." Every play is 15 to 40 yards down the field on 3rd down. on
Yeah.
second down, on first down. We don't set up anything. There's no intermittent. There's no short passing game. You throw the ball twice to Tank Bigsby, but you don't throw the ball at all to Saquon Barkley. Like, the shit makes no fucking sense. Tank comes in, you're like, all right, we're going to show that we're not only going to run with him, we're going to throw 2 swing passes to him, but it's
Yeah.
not even in the arsenal for Saquon Barkley. The play calling is so fucking bad. And, oh man, you guys are complaining. You just want. Yeah, no shit, we're complaining. Does anybody. We didn't win that game. We didn't lose. That's what it comes down to. I was watching that
And
with Ollie and Jamie, and I said, we didn't win this, but we didn't lose. That's how I'm taking it. We didn't lose, but
Right.
there's no way you can celebrate a victory. I mean, your defense played phenomenally,
outstanding. And we'll
but
talk
that
about that in a minute.
fucking
Yeah.
offense is.
It's so bad.
I don't get it. How does the first half offense look completely different than the second half?
Yeah.
It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. And teams don't really make adjustments like that. Like, you hear Peyton Manning, you hear Tom Brady, and they always say, when everybody's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make adjustments, he's like, we don't. Like, nobody has time. You have 10 minutes in between. People are using the bathroom, people are, getting their ankles rewrapped. Like, you're not sitting around watching film for the 10 minutes
Yeah.
while you're in there to make adjustments. He's like, you just
Yeah.
have to stick to your game plan and go back to what works. KP doesn't even do that. He literally runs a play that works and then
And
goes,
then doesn't
fuck
run
it,
it
we're
again.
done.
Yeah.
You're not going to be successful. You're going to get out coached in the playoffs by any of these coaches that you're going against. And then what's going to happen? Like, Kevin Patullo's statements of saying we run the ball just to run the ball is, if I'm Howie, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Like, you need to go. Like, I'm sorry, get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah, I believe it. And like, the craziest part about the fact that they don't complete a pass in the second half is that that's not the first time that that's happened this season.
Multiple.
They're the second team to win multiple games in a season without completing a pass in the second half.
it's
Like,
so
It's-
terrible.
since
unheard of.
19
It's
since
absolutely unheard of.
1987. Like, you're playing with fire because you're convincing yourself that the win is the win is the win. And listen, I get it. At the end of the day, the name of the game is winning the game. But like, I don't understand why you are making it this complicated for yourself when you have the opportunity to put so much space in between, and you could get guys off the field.
Yeah.
Like, they could have very easily had one drive in the middle of the third quarter and go
Get a
down and
touchdown.
score.
And then that would have been it.
And then you can probably like spend the back half of the fourth quarter resting your starters. Like, it to me, it made absolutely no sense, Joe. And like,
Yeah.
and like, at the same time, right? You look at Hurts, and Hurts is doing what he can.
All he
what
can
he's-
with what's going on
Yeah.
around him. I mean, like, I keep going back to that one play in the clip that I sent you where you have a max protect for Hurts, and you have one receive. It's a one receiver route. So how could they possibly think that was going to work? Like, how did they not see that the Bills would be prepared for that? I mean, it was double covered immediately because there's nobody else. There's nobody else running around.
Yeah.
No.
Like,
No.
this is like mind blowing stuff, and we're here in game. That was game 16. Like,
Yeah.
what? Why? Like, why? You see the clips of them in the Hard Knocks in the war room, and Jalen's sitting there, and he's doing his best he can because they all know that they're on camera. They all know they're being taped.
Yeah.
But it's like, the quarterback coach
He's
is
like,
talking.
yeah, we gotta turn this stuff
we
up.
got to get this figured out. This and that, da da da. And you just look at Jalen's face, and he's basically like, yeah, no fucking shit, dude. Like, maybe if we had a competent play caller, we clearly wouldn't be in the situation.
Yeah.
Why can't you run the same plays that you ran in quarter 1 and 2 in quarter 3 and 4? He said it before, and it's happened multiple times this year. If a play works, he won't go back to it.
Yeah.
Which is
Like,
so bizarre. But
I
like, the
just-
crazy, like,
you run it until they stop you. And that's what scares the shit out of me with the playoffs right around the corner. you have to be able to establish the run. You have to say, okay, it's 3rd and 4, it's 3rd and 2, or it's 3rd and 1. We're running the ball and we're getting this first down. And I don't
And
know
and
if that's
and
gonna happen.
Joe,
I don't know if we can do
that
that.
that's where I would tell you, like, I feel so split this week, considering like you have the opportunity to still play for the 2 seed, which would be huge because that at least guarantees you 2 home games.
Yeah.
And you have the opportunity to start the playoffs against what is left of a Packers team that is injured and kind of on their way out.
Yeah.
And but I also get it that like you need, if you're going to make any kind of run in the playoffs, you need these
Gotta
guys
have you
healthy.
guys healthy. Yeah.
You need to get this offensive line healthy. You need to get Cam Jurgens off the field. You need to get Landon Dickerson healthy. You need the opportunity, right? You're going to keep Lane Johnson off the field, but like
Yeah.
if those guys are healthy and you can establish the run, but like they have shown time after time during this season that like they can't establish the run because this offensive line is not what it was last year. Tyler Steen is not Mekhi Becton. Tyler Steen is better. I'm going to put this in air quotes, but like better against the pass than he is against the run. But like this year has shown me that like that is a position of need in the offseason.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I mean,
It's been one of the it's a tale of two different halves, but it's a tale of two
for
different
sure.
teams. The teams that you saw last year, I mean, you lost integral parts looking at it now.
Yeah.
Mekhi Becton was huge to this offense. This year, he's had a terrible year. He's not even on the field. He can't stay healthy. He's having his own issues. So, you look at it as I'm glad we didn't give him the
Mhm.
money, but at the same time, if you were this unprepared with Tyler Steen and this is what you were going to get from him or Toth, you should have addressed that as
Yeah.
well. And I think they really dropped the ball with trying to bring in guys like, Jair Alexander and all these guys to replace this cornerback 2 spot when you should have been addressing something of the offensive
offensive
line. They
line.
were
Yeah.
trying to do,
Yeah.
and I give them credit for doing the whole. All right, we're going to go get the dude from Texas who was a first round pick. We're going to go get this guy. Let's see what the promise is. But then you realize these guys just don't have it, and they're cut after a week, and it's just like,
Yeah.
man, stop. Let's
Yes.
stop with the long shot bullshit and get somebody in here who can help because
Yeah.
we're now trying to make. We got lucky with Mekhi Becton. That was That was an outlier season for Mekhi Becton. He
Yeah.
obviously did the most that he could when he played on this Eagles team, surrounded by great players. Once he left, not good at all. So you try the Lampkins, to this, to that. And Lampkin hasn't even played, but everybody's like, let's see what he can do. He's been hurt. You have Hinton. He's been hurt. I don't know what you're really going to get from this offensive line. You just need to make sure that Lane's healthy. And I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck. I am taking Fred Jackson and putting him at the guard spot, taking Tyler Steen out until I can
Yeah.
see something. Because I'll take a big body that's harder to get around than fucking Tyler Steen, who's literally just a turnstile. Cam Jurgens, I don't know what the hell happened to him. He just looks atrocious. And then the left side is fine. But like you're saying, how the hell is this play calling? Like, who is making these decisions? I mean, we obviously know who, but
We know who. Yeah.
if Jeffrey and fucking Howie can sit there and say, I'm confident in this team going forward, we have a chance to get the 2 seed. I do believe that. I think the Bears
Yeah.
are going to be one and done, and Seattle's going to be one and done. I think they're two
Yeah.
of the biggest frauds. I think Seattle's defense is good, but their offense, it runs through
It's gonna
JSN,
bite
and
him in
that's
the
it.
ass. Yeah.
And Sam Darnold
Yeah.
in the playoffs is Sam Darnold. He stinks. The Bears, we lost to them on some bullshit. It won't fucking happen again. They're not a scary team. Green Bay, they're banged up. It's going to be us versus the Rams. It's just whoever gets there first. I do think that we have a chance, even if we get the 3 seed, to get more than one home game because I don't expect the top guys to be there.
Yeah. And Rich, I would tell you that like with the way that, and we'll talk about those games coming up like in a little bit, but like you could absolutely envision a repeat of Sam Darnold last year, right? Had the opportunity to secure, right, with Minnesota to be able to secure the number 1 seed, craps a bed in week 18, goes on the road, plays that Ram. Remember that weird, the wildfires, the Rams game that ends up being
Yeah.
played in Arizona,
Got smoked.
and they're one and done. I could totally envision a scenario this year where they lose. They lose they lose tonight to the 49ers, and they have to go on the road and they lose again.
Yeah.
As like I
They
don't
looked
try to
like
say
dog
like
shit last week.
it,
Like
it, it was
the Rams
it was
looked
bad.
terrible last week.
Yeah. So like the Rams go down and have to scratch and claw. And listen, did they rest guys? Yeah. Were they down guys? Yeah. But like the crux of their team was still playing, and they got outballed by an Atlanta team that had, all things considered, had the rights to just pack it up and leave.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins was out there, and Bijan is out there running career long runs, and
And
I
that's
just
the and you see the model to beat them. You see the
yeah,
model to beat the Rams.
it's there, it's right
It's
there.
there. And you look at when the Rams played Seattle, it took the Rams 4 Sam Darnold turnovers
Yeah,
to win, and they only won by 1 point. Like
correct,
Seattle still could have won that game easily.
correct.
Like
Yeah,
I am not. There's no team in the NFC that I'm afraid of more than our own team because
yeah,
I know that we can go out there and dominate, or we can go out there and do this bullshit, and
Yeah.
then we're complete. Like if you're saving all this shit for the playoffs, Kevin Patullo, you're about to blow my fucking mind. But I don't think you are. I think this is a foreshadowing of things to come, and it's going to
yeah.
look
Listen, I
fucking
I
terrible.
I, I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong.
Yeah.
I would love to come on and be the wrongest wrong person of all the wrong people in the world.
We haven't been wrong, honestly. Us talking, we haven't been wrong in 2 years. And I'm not
It's
saying that just to say we have not been wrong in 2 years.
yeah,
And I,
it's
I just,
it's the
I don't
yeah,
know.
it's the kind of thing that just like it's enough to blow your mind. Now, listen, before we go and talk playoffs and that kind of stuff, and the what will eventually be the breakdown of what comes of the games this week. Let's talk about this defense for a little bit, because this defense
Hell yeah.
could not be playing better. They this was and if you remember in the summer, this was the position group that had all the question marks, and not only have they answered them, but it looks very promising of what's to come.
Yeah.
Right, like you're going to get Nakobe Dean back healthy. You got John Campbell, who comes in and plays and ends up take PPF for what it's worth, but like comes out as the highest graded player in that game. Has 6
Fantastic.
tackles, 4 stops. He only allows 2 catches for 13 yards. Has the pass breakup. Has the crazy important fumble recovery.
Yep.
The QB pressures, the play that you're getting from Jalen Phillips, right? He's got the 6 tackles, he's got the 5 pressures, he's got the 3 hurries, he's got the 1 sack, he's got the forced fumble. Like when you look at, and we haven't even talked about Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter and Moro Ajomo, like all those guys are all giving you more than we ever thought they would. And now we're looking at this and going, well,
Yeah.
shit. Like I'm looking at this. I could not tell you how many times on Sunday I looked at this unit in the second half, and I'm like, all right, well, y'all got to score.
Yeah.
like I need a pick 6. I need a scoop and score. I need something from you guys, because I ain't getting anything from them.
Yeah. That position group's crazy. Go ahead, Joe. Because you got the
Yeah,
dog. He who has the dog speaks.
Yeah. My dog's at. Where my dog's at?
Where the dog's at.
Yeah, I
He's
mean
out.
our dogs are on the defense. It's
Mhm.
these guys are they're always in the right place at the right time. Vic Fangio is I mean, you got to have the talent to play the level you're playing at, but he always has them in the right place at the right time. I mean, you never see guys, where they get a step on them, like they're stride for stride with the guys, or they're going through the tackle and trying to knock the ball out. I mean, the play by where Mick Shavers makes that crazy catch there in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, that really should have been OPI, and I still think that ball hit the ground when he went to the
Oh, it
ground.
did.
But
It did. You saw it drop out as like
Yeah,
I saw
at the end, you see the ball touching the ground, but you're gonna get the home calls. But they I mean, look at even Marcus Epps. Look at
it.
Marcus
Yo,
Epps, who
coming up
hasn't
with the goal
played
line stop.
right at all. And he's in there, and Brandon Cooks makes it was spectacular grab, but he's there, and he's there trying. It's got his arm in there trying to break the ball up, but
Yep.
he's got these guys playing at such an elite level. They're a championship caliber defense. It's just like, is it enough? Is it sustainable? Is it enough in the playoffs? And I just it's a lot. That's a
It-
lot to ask. It's a lot to
it-
lean on your defense. They're gonna get tired. They're gonna get worn down, and
but Joe, that offense that they played in Buffalo was averaging 29 points a game, and they had them shut out through 3.5 quarters.
but
Like they are
They
that good.
stuffed James Cook. Like they
Yo,
held the
it banged him. He
leading
didn't want it. He didn't.
rusher
You
to
could
nothing.
tell. You could
to
tell
nothing.
that he wasn't. He didn't. He wasn't feeling it. You could just tell by
No.
his body language that he wasn't feeling it.
So
So
like Joe, with the four, when you talk about Fangio and the way that he designs the defense, right? This Eagles team has 18 sacks over the last 4 games with a 4-man rush.
yep,
That's like
that's
that's
like
like
last year.
base. Yeah.
That's
And you
that's
talk
that's
about like
how we were playing at the end of the year last year. But
you talk about Moro
it's
Jomo, Joe,
yeah, Mario Jomo is Milton
right?
Williams. I
Has
mean,
already surpassed.
Jordan Davis lost all that weight, and now he's
Mhm.
what a signing that was. What a thank God that they brought him back for
Yeah.
this season. I mean, where would they be? They'd be, they wouldn't have won the Ram game.
No.
They wouldn't
No.
have.
And
He single handedly won them at least one game this year.
two, I would tell you two,
Two, yeah,
right? Like
and Jalen Carter. I mean,
yeah,
Jalen Carter doesn't block that extra point. That game is tied, and they're going for the extra point for the win. They don't have to go for two.
Yep.
correct. Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's a game of inches, and you can, I'll put all my money on the defense. It's the offense that is just, it's a scary, it's a slippery slope when
mhm.
you're not the aggressor. The defense comes out and it will they're going to break your will. They're going to break you down. They're going to dominate you. And this
Yeah.
offense is just like, oh, let's score a few points and then hopefully our defense can hold. Like,
Yeah.
you can't
Their,
have that mentality. You can't have
their,
that mentality.
their inability to stay out of those 3 and outs is mind blowing. But like
The negative
the
plays, all the negative
it's
plays, man.
yeah, you look at the rush stats for Saquon getting hit behind the line. It's like it's enough to make you kind of bang your head against the wall because it's like just
Yeah.
why is it like if the offensive line is what it is, then you have to change the play design to be able to like you can get the ball into Saquon's hands a lot better. Like if you start utilizing the screen game, if you start
Yep.
utilizing the draw or the counters or the delayed screen, like whatever it is, but you don't see any of it. But
Yeah.
to stick
Safe.
to defense a little bit,
And
like
those are safe plays. Those are safe,
for
high
sure.
percentage plays, extensions of the run game, which sucks ass. You know, if you get 5 yards on a screen, I'll take that all day.
Yeah,
I'll take that over a negative 2 yard
But we
run, a
don't even
1 yard
fucking
run.
run screens.
yeah,
Right, but why would you not want that? I mean, these guys want to get out in space. Saquon, I mean, arguably your best offensive weapon. Why wouldn't you want to get him out in space where it's him one on one against the defender, and then it's going to be a positive play. But you gotta run it, and
Yeah.
you gotta run it more than once.
Yeah.
Rich, talk
You know,
about talk about. I want you to talk about two guys. Talk about Jalix Hunt, and I want you to talk about Jalen Phillips.
Bro, Jalen Hunt's having like over the past like 5 games is kind of crazy, like the numbers that he's putting up, especially with like his hurries and his pressures. Like he's everything that you could ask for is a guy that you who came from college. I think he went to I think it was Cornell. or Coley, whatever it was, as a
He was at,
safety.
he was
Chris.
at
Yeah,
Cornell, and then he was
Cornell.
at
he was in the secondary.
Dude, he was a safety. And then now this guy is a dominant force on the defensive line. And, everybody
sure.
said, oh, he's a project. He's a project. The kid looks good. High motor guy. I mean, he's been all over the field doing everything you want. And Jalen Phillips is just the acquisition from Miami has just been he's been nothing short of spectacular. You could tell that a new fire was lit under his ass coming to a contender. He got a little banged up, in that game against Buffalo, but it didn't slow him down.
Right.
And that's what you want from your defensive line. You have a new key piece to fit in with Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis and Ajomo, and everybody is feasting. Nolan Smith looking great. The defensive line has just been insane. And what Jalen Hunt's been able to do on limited reps, because he's rotating out with BG, on the one side, and BG is just playing like 2% of snaps, getting a sack, saying "fuck it." Like old man's doing what he's got to do.
3 sacks in 9 snaps.
3 sacks, three sacks. How
Not
many
bad.
snaps you play? I played
Pretty good.
4. I'm pretty much a beast. My success rate is awesome, but it just speaks volumes to what this interior
Yeah.
can do. Jalen Carter not being in really hurts, and you see the impact that he has in a game, and that's what
Yeah.
you need. I'm glad that we're able to rest these guys, and I'm excited to see what I think Jalen Hunt has one of those. He's one of those guys who is just going to keep getting better. And
Yeah.
once he gets better, he is going to dominate. And
Yeah.
everybody's like, I want Max Crosby. I want Max Crosby. It's like, yeah, everybody wants Max Crosby.
Yeah,
But
right.
we got some dogs that have similar, production, and they're going to be way cheaper. So I want to see what Jalen Son can do. I want Jalen Phillips back, like, desperately. I think,
Yeah, I
honestly, the
agree.
odd man out, in my opinion, is N'Kobe Dean.
Yeah.
Just
I
injury
hate to say it, but
concerns,
yeah.
And injuries and money.
injuries and money. And I'm okay with that because you have guys who can stay healthy in those spots, and you draft Jahad Campbell for a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
I love me some N'Kobe Dean, but Jahad Campbell, you can't deny what he's doing. He goes from being a starter to a bench guy, special team, situational guy, back to a starter, and he hasn't missed a beat. Like, he's
Right.
that good. I want to see more with him and Vaughn, and I'm fine with. But I want to give a shout out to Adoree Jackson. Adoree Jackson been
Yeah.
playing super fucking well. He is basically our Darius Slay of last year. He'll get beat
sure.
for a big play, but he's a bend don't break kind of guy. I just really wish he would tackle more because he literally makes some business decision where I'm just going to act like we're throwing a shoulder and say, but the secondary's been playing out of their mind. And
Yeah.
it's only up for the defense because they're playing at such a high level. It's just they need to play that complementary football that we haven't been able to see. We haven't seen it all year. We've seen it once. In the playoffs, it's going to be very scary relying on them. But again, if we win the turnover battle and we can sneak some points in off these turnovers, I think we're good because we got a lot of teams who are making the playoffs with some quarterbacks who like to turn the ball over. So
Yeah.
I'm
And
okay
listen,
with that one.
what I mean, the stat that they put out, what's it? They're like 41-5 when they win the turnover battle. Like they have taken prioritizing the and you look at this Buffalo game, the difference in that game are the turnovers, right? The big turnover by the fumble by Josh Allen that gets recovered by Jahad Campbell. But then there were also plays where this defense, right? The play where Jalen Hunt gets the sack and it's a 19-yard loss and it takes them to a field goal range. Like, they are just playing about as well as they could possibly play. And like, you look at Jalen Hunt, right? He's the only, I swear, did I see this stat? He's the only guy in the NFL who's got, wait, hold on, I'm going to misquote this if I don't find it. He's got 5+ sacks, 2+ interceptions, 2+ forced fumbles.
Yeah, he's
Only
insane.
guy in the NFL, right? And he's 24.
Yeah.
And it's just like this is a guy that it is in his second year. So like you look at this and you go, all right, well, this defense, if you get to the Super Bowl and you have yourself an opportunity to win the Super Bowl this year, it's going to be because of this defense. It's because this defense, like I've said this a couple times, like I feel like your magic number is 24.
Yeah.
Because this defense doesn't matter how productive the offenses are, this defense is not going to give up more than 24 points.
No,
Just the way that they're playing, they're just not.
no, they're not. And to get back to Jalix Hunt, I mean, he's kind of had to speed up his
Oh yeah,
Development.
his game and the maturation and the playing and all that, and speed up this whole process of him being a project, with last year and this year. But he he gets it. He puts the time in, and he's relentless. Like he might get bodied up by the lineman, but he can get around him, like that sack on Allen. Like he looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Yeah.
And there's a clip in that game where he was talking. I can't remember who. I think he was talking to Jalen Carter. He tries to model his game and does a lot of tape study on Will Anderson Jr. from the Texans.
oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Great
that
guy to
is
model your game after.
yeah, I mean they're
I would say
the same body, the same build. I think they play the same kind of game, but it's great to see, and it's great that Vic was like, "That's the guy I want."
yeah,
Third round, we're taking that guy, and we were all like, who?" But he saw something. He sees stuff in these guys, and it's crazy to see. He's like,
in,
"That's the guy I want to play
in a
playing
similar way
chess with."
with Zach Bond, right?
Zach Bond, yeah, yeah,
And
absolutely,
Zach Bond's
absolutely.
another great example. Saw stuff on tape while he was playing sparingly, mostly on special teams in New Orleans, and was like, I think there's something there, and turned Zach Bond into you know defensive player of the year candidate.
Yeah. I mean, you have two high IQ guys.
You and
And
you,
that's
yeah,
something that you want to anchor on your defense. You need guys who not only are dogs, but understand the game. Jalix Hunt was a safety. He played for Cornell. That's an Ivy League school. That's not an easy school to play for. You don't get sports scholarships going to those schools. So you're looking at a guy like, all right, this guy's got half a brain on him, and he's a decent athlete. Let's see if he can come in and do this. Same thing as Zach Bond. Only thing Zach Bond did in college at Nebraska was tackle. Like, he's a monster. He just went to
Yeah,
a situation with Dennis Allen who couldn't fucking coach us. Like, that's pretty much what it is. And then you're able to poach him away and you get him, and then look what happens. It's just, you see good things. You understand that Vic has a feel for his defense and the players that he wants. Why can't Patullo do the same thing? Like, I don't. That's what I don't understand. Patullo could pick Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Smith, Saquon, Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren, and Trey McBride with Tom Brady, and still would produce this numbers
right.
because
Like just
everything he does sucks.
look at these players that you have on that side of the ball, and just go back, break down the tapes of each game of the game of all the games that these guys have all been on the team together, and just pick out the plays that have been successful.
Yeah.
And then you can run them. You've added the dynamic of the play action and taking the ball under center.
yeah,
What plays have AJ Brown been successful at since his tenure here? What plays have Devontae Smith been successful at over his tenure here? Dallas Goddard, like it has to be more consistent. It can't be so choppy. You run, yeah, your run game and your guys are banged up. Okay, so what plays have we run over this season that have worked? You got to just go back to it. If you need Letu out there to be the lead blocker,
yeah,
a lot. You need the fullback out there, then so be it. But okay, so when you roll him out there, the defense is like, oh well, this is probably going to be a run play. Well, okay, maybe you throw a little bit of element of surprise out there. Hey, how about we throw a screen pass to Letu? Holy
Yeah.
shit, they haven't seen that before. I'm not an offensive coordinator, but if I was a defender, I'd probably be caught off guard if they did something like that. It's the element of surprise, and it's utilizing the players that you have and putting them in the best position to be successful. AJ Brown out of the slot. Why doesn't AJ Brown run out of the slot more? AJ Brown should be running out of the slot all the time. Crossing routes, slants, over the middle routes, double moves, post and go, like crossers, mesh. Like these are like basic offensive concepts that we
for
see
sure.
every game from every other team.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
other team. And
Yeah.
why? You know why? Why can't we run the receiver run through the offensive line to run a route? You automatically are at an advantage when you run a play like that. The offensive player already has position on the defender. Run it.
Yeah, and listen, Joe, you're gonna get a you're gonna get your fair share of Cam Latu this week. You're gonna get your fair share of
Yeah.
Tank Bigsby and Tanner
There he is.
McKee and Darius Cooper, and you're gonna get to
Cool.
see
Yeah,
all
the
those
other Coop.
guys.
Hey, no, I'm the other guy.
No, I'm the other guy. I'm the other guy. Reed.
That was close.
That
That
was
was
great.
great.
That was
Hey, yo,
great.
what's up,
You're
Coop?
like,
Nah,
no,
I'm the other guy.
nope, other white guy.
Yeah, other one. I know we
But
get
like
confused out here, brother.
you're gonna see you're gonna obviously all those guys are getting rest this week. And I saw the injury report from Detroit. Right, they're sitting pretty much everybody. Um,
Unreal.
it
Come
does
on,
seem
Dan.
like the writing's on the wall there. Never would have thought that they would be a team that would. And you see their progressive decline, right?
No
NFC
defense.
Championship game,
The defense has been
getting bounced in their first game in the playoffs last year in the divisional round, and then this year not making the playoffs, finishing in last place.
Jared
But
Goff is Jared Goff,
overrated.
and let's be real, they have no secondary. All their
Jared
guys in their
Goff is
secondary
overrated.
are just die. I don't understand how you. Last year they went through like 9 DBs. This year I think they went through 8. It's like
it's crazy.
how can your guys not stay healthy? Maybe it's the turf. I don't know. And then Jared Goff just deciding to be a complete dog shit against Minnesota with 3 fumbles and 2 picks. It's like
Yeah,
you. I don't know how are
Sean
you that bad.
McVay.
How are
Sean
you that
McVay
bad?
knew. Sean McVay knew.
Yeah,
yeah.
He
I
knew.
mean, he's no dummy.
He knew. Sean McVay knew.
yeah.
He's no
He's
dummy.
He knew.
But I listen. This
you're
week
winning a
we
big
know
game
that
with
like
him.
this week is pretty much a glorified preseason game, where I don't really know if there's anything to glean from anything that you're going to see on Sunday. Um, for some reason, though, I have this underlying feeling of like what would happen if the Bears do lose and you did just kind of like passively like kind of pass and whiff on this game
Oh,
and you
yeah.
lose
Yeah.
and you had the opportunity to get the number 2 seed, which has a significant advantage.
Yes, absolutely.
I think it would be a huge ask from the Lions to be able to do that. All injuries considered, but I think I don't know. I think that they trust that if they get their guys rest, that they'll
Yeah.
be that they'll be ready to take on whoever. And primarily, and that can kind of roll into that playoff conversation where you're that the odds that you face a team from the West is the most likely scenario.
Yeah, and I'm not afraid of either team. I mean, San Fran's played nobody. San Fran is doing what New England did. Like New England is probably
Very true.
the worst. What are they? 11-4, 12 and whatever their
Ooh,
seating is. They're,
can I give you a New England stat, Rich?
they've had the most wins of a 500 team, just as the Giants.
Wins against team over 500 this season. The Giants, 2. The
New England,
Patriots,
two.
2.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I remember saying that last time. It just makes me laugh because the Patriots are not that good, and everybody's like, "Oh, the Patriots, San Fran, Seattle are all teams who are just, hey, we're getting. You can only play who's on your schedule, so I'm not going to discredit them.
for sure.
But that Seattle team, that's not a 12-3 team. Again, cake schedule.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
When you play like second to third place or second or third to last place schedules, like this is what you get.
Right.
Sure.
And this is what cracks me up, like why Dallas should have been so much better.
That's crazy.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
I know, man. We were like a Super Bowl team, at least for the first game.
Well, if we had a dominant pass rusher, I think his name would be Michael Parsons back on this
Yeah.
team. We'd be
We
good. I
had
just
one of
love the
those. We're going to
chaos.
be there, I guarantee it.
It just makes me laugh. Like you see these teams, and it's like
Yeah.
you have a fucking cake schedule. We have the hardest schedule, obviously, because we're the Super Bowl champs. We have
Right.
11 wins. We're complaining because we want our offense to look good, but like some of these teams have no excuses. It's like your team is just that bad, and this is what happens.
Yeah.
So
The only thing that
tough.
scares me is Kevin Petula.
Yeah, he's terrifying. He's
Well,
gonna get out coached.
Because every game this season, I mean, you could go game to game and say, if our offense was on, we win that game. If our offense was on, we win that game. It's been a mishmash season where we haven't played. What did we play? 2 complete offensive games in 16 so far. 2.
Well,
Yeah.
Two.
and Joe,
2.
also consider the competition in those games, right? The 2 games where you play the most complete versions of yourself are against the Giants and Raiders.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so
What does that say?
like, not right. Like this is where
Two
you're
well
gonna
coached teams, Joe.
you're gonna put yourself in a position that like you are gonna have to play your best game, right? And I think that this team is gonna do what it's done all year, and they're gonna rely on this defense to just be lights out from the jump. Like if they have this matchup, against it, my best guess is that it's going to be one of those teams from the West, depending on how those seedings play out. But like the fact that you're going to play them here, like
Yeah.
if like I love the matchup of Fangio against McVay. That is a matchup I'll take at home, having them come and play here like they had to do last year. I love
And
the
they'll have
matchup
ghosts.
of
The ghosts of last year.
right? Like if Fangio's got to get matched up against Brock Purdy, I like that matchup. I don't love I love the Fangio against Shanahan. I think that those two can kind of cancel each other out.
Yeah.
But there are holes in every one of these teams,
Mhm.
and you have the opportunity that. Like again, we've been saying it sounds like a broken record, but like you need a mediocre offense,
Yeah.
and you would probably be able to run through this NFC.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
But yeah,
listen,
can we rely on that? Can we rely on that happening?
no, you can't. And listen, and when you look on the other side of the AFC, right? If this is not, if there was not a better setup, and I know that they're the 7th seed, but like if there wasn't a better setup for the Bills
Yeah,
and Josh Allen, nobody none of his foes, right? Joe Burrow is not standing on the other side of this. Neither is Mahomes, and neither is Lamar, and like
We don't know yet. That comes tonight
well,
or Sunday night.
Sunday night.
they will be a
Like
done.
as it sits right now, right? You're looking at teams quarterbacked by Justin Herbert, C.J. Stroud,
With a bad
Trevor
hand.
Lawrence, Drake May, and Bo Nix.
Yeah, I'm
Like
not scared of any of that.
Like if you and the way that it's seated right now, they're going to have to go on the road for every game. They're not going to play another game at home after this week. Like there is not a better setup. It really kind of feels like this is about as open an opportunity for a team to just get hot. And we saw. I think the way that the end of the season played out last year kind of masked how frustrating. I think we were kind of feeling the same way about this offense last year, but that those Saquon home runs kind of masked a lot of the similar feelings that like who knows.
That's why I mean, you can't rely on 8 touchdowns coming from 60 plus yards away. Like you can't do that. Like realistically, you have to be able to execute, and we haven't been able to do that.
Right.
And you want to rely on the home run. Okay, offensive line's different, running game's different, play caller's different.
For sure.
It's not sustainable. And that's why I said don't pick them in fantasy, even though I did.
Yeah, same.
Because you know, it's going to be one of those things that are not sustainable. Those home runs, you take them off the board, he's average at best. Not saying he is an average talent, he is an elite talent, but
Yeah.
there's
With
always
what's going on around him, it's just
Oh yeah.
you can't. It's him on the Giants.
yeah,
This
It's-
season, Saquon Barkley is him on the Giants, basically.
yeah.
For sure.
And how he
With the
scraped
way they
together
did it.
1,000 rushing yards after
It's
what he
wild.
did is crazy in the beginning of the season. Makes no sense.
Gentlemen, before we
I
jump out, let's talk about some of these games this weekend because there's a handful of meaningless games and there's a handful of meaningful games, right? Starting with tonight, right? You're gonna have at 4:30, you're gonna have the Panthers Bucks. That whoever wins that is gonna
My
be
God.
they'll be the de facto playoff
They'll be the
participant
first
for
team out.
the NFC South.
It's going to be a tough.
Do you have a feeling either way?
I think the Panthers. I think the Panthers roll.
I
Yeah.
think the Panthers win. Actually, I want the Bucks to win, and then I want the Falcons to win on Sunday, so the Carolina wins. Ipso de facto, because that's what happens. They were saying
That's a
this.
lot, Rich.
Yeah.
The win for
Intricate.
the Rams, they said the win over the Rams crushes the Bucks because even if the Bucks have to win and Atlanta has to lose for the tiebreaker. If Atlanta wins and the Bucks win, Carolina goes. So it doesn't even matter if they win. I
That's
think it's
fabulous.
hilarious. Yeah,
I love
I
it.
would like
Yeah,
to see Carolina because both teams fucking suck.
Yeah, they're both bad. Now the game tonight, 49ers Seahawks. Talk to me about that. That's a game that's going to be played in San Francisco. Winner of that gets the West and the number 1 seed.
2 frauds. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. 2 frauds. I think San Fran takes it like 21-17. And that it is what it is. I don't like either team. I wish I could say I was more impressed, but I'm not. Like I'm not. You kind of want it to be Seattle, but again, it sucks because you really don't want to play in that environment.
Right.
But at the end of the day, put whoever the fuck wins, we're going to kick their ass, so it doesn't matter. But I think it's going to be the 49ers.
I get that feeling too, right? I just when it comes down to it, and John, I don't know how you feel, but like I don't trust Sam Darnold at all.
Nope, that's great.
I go back. I go back to what happened last year, right? When the games matter most is when he turtles up the most. He hasn't shown me anything different than he showed me when he played in Minnesota because he balled out all year.
Regular season.
And
regular season, baby.
When those games mattered at the very end, it just
nada. He was like a deer in headlights. Kind of looked like Sam Bradford.
He looks like CJ Stroud. Like CJ Stroud shows these glimpses of being really good, and then sees ghosts as soon as he gets hit one time. Like Houston has such a fantastic defense. They're going to be tough to beat. But man, all you have to do is hit CJ Stroud a few times, score 17 points, and then it's over. Like
I mean, and how many times have we seen them in the playoffs? Same thing, right? They're notoriously that first game on the first day of playoffs, and it's most of the time a home game, and it just looks awful.
That's Houston.
Yeah, that's Houston, and that's the Chargers.
Yeah, and then the third game you got that matters is the Ravens Steelers that Sunday night.
I'm excited for that. I want to watch Aaron Rodgers lose. That's all I care about. All I care about is Aaron Rodgers losing.
Maybe he throws a pick in overtime for a touchdown.
Oh man!
And they run past him, and he doesn't even try to tackle.
Yeah. Well, DK Metcalf's out again, so
yes,
because
he's suspended, and no Darnell Washington. So you are gonna let MBS and Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson.
Be the Kenneth Gainwell. It's going to be the Kenny G game.
And that's the thing, though. The whatchamacallits have been a pretty much a pass funnel. Like they're gonna have to throw against them because you really can't run that well against the Ravens. So it's going to be kind of crazy to see. I just really wish that this couldn't play out so much better for me because I hope Aaron Rodgers is done after this year.
Oh, I think I don't think there's any shot that he plays after this.
Fucking DK Metcalf getting suspended. That just makes me laugh. Just
oh god,
forfeited so much money.
You can't
so
touch
crazy.
the fans. The fans can't touch the players. The players can't touch the fans.
You
No matter
literally
what was going on. Like, come on, man.
$24 million guaranteed just for next year, like on April 6th or whatever. Like,
Who, Metcalf?
gone. Yeah, he lost it.
Crazy.
He lost all his guaranteed money.
Yeah.
Wow.
All his
Gone.
guaranteed money is null and void for
They could
any
send it
type
to
of
the drunk
suspension
on
or
bro.
being. He had a thing in his clause that he cannot ever be away from the team. If he's ever away from the team for any reason whatsoever, he
It
gets rid of the
negates.
money, whether it's
If
discipline.
anybody in the Steelers organization is listening, you can gladly send that money to the Drunk on Broad Fund. That would be great. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
we
you.
don't
Happy
even
New-
need the 28th
Thank you
game.
and
We just
Happy New
need
Year.
4. We just need 4.
No.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you and Happy New Year. Go Birds and go Steelers. Just kidding.
Yes.
Don't forget the last time.
But send us the money.
Yeah.
We could use it.
Well, listen, a little bit of fantasy news on the way out, right? Brett Lifts takes the she
Yeah,
takes
Brett.
the trip.
Yeah,
So
Brett.
that would make her the 2-time
I know.
Gold Mike. She's won that twice.
Yeah.
So
Her chip,
Legend.
Coach
congrats to
Trav.
her. She took out Coach Trav from losing sucks.
She's
Yeah.
legendary. She's legendary
And then
status.
She's a legend.
yeah, and then we got Rich, you and I are going to kind of go back and forth this week with we got to figure out what happened. I mean, you kind of hold that tiebreaker with the point total
Yeah.
for this week, but Joe, congrats.
I'm almost. I got you guys where I want you.
Joe got his win. Got you. It's a 19-point day
I'm
today,
going to
boy.
score 647 points this week.
Joe's going to score We're going to give Joe 3 rosters, and if he scores 1,000 points,
You could spot me like 300 or 400 points, maybe more, and I'd still lose.
Rich, we hypothetically could spot him the best roster from the week.
The highest point total ever made, and I'd still lose.
I just can't believe it took Joe like 6 weeks to get a clarification on how to do it.
7.
Cracks me up. 7.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
7.
And then
This many.
And then
7.
I saw this video, this video of this guy who has his fantasy football draft boards all the way back to 1999.
Wow, what a savage!
He kept the rolled up
Nice.
paper sticker draft charts, which I was like, I'm
That's
really
cool.
impressed. That was really cool.
Yeah,
It was,
that's something else.
to see
That's dedication.
to see the guys that he went through and picked that, like, you know, in 1999 first round, Fred Taylor, like to see those guys and to see, you know, it was kind of cool because that was, I mean, that for me, that was like prime college. That was when I was like just getting into this stuff. So it was neat to go back and see.
I miss the days of taking TJ Hushmanzada and
Who's Your Mama? Yeah.
Yeah, Who's Your Mama?
dude, it's man, those were such
Megatron. These guys used to dominate.
Dude, fucking
Dude.
oh man,
The good old days.
The good old
Hey, that
days.
was actually when I think that was probably the last time I won. Was like
if I could think, it was back in 1998.
1996. Yeah.
The year
fabulous.
Tupac was shot.
I was still in diapers.
I remember.
Oh, God. Gentlemen, you got final thoughts going out?
Nah, man. I just wish everybody a safe and happy
New Year.
It's
Happy
just
holidays.
Happy holidays. Happy New Year.
Don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, it's our year.
It's our year. It's our year, boys.
It's always my year.
Oh, Rich, take us home.
All right. Well, we're drunk on broad. I'm Rich. That's Joe. That's Don. Thanks for joining in. As always, you stuck around, you fucked around, you found out. Fuck you, Kevin Patullo, because you're ruining this goddamn team. Figure it out this week. Wait, no, next week. You should have figured it out in week 2. What the fuck am I saying? Fuck Ben Simmons. Fuck Spike Eskin. Fuck the Cowboys. And fuck the Commanders this week, because I can't stand that old ass team. And Dan Quinn. Oh, we're going to get our revenge on them.
We remember.
We remember when you won for 2 because Jake Elliott couldn't kick an extra point. Go Birds. Go Birds.
Go
Fuck
Birds.
Quinn, loser.
The Philadelphia Eagles are
Super Bowl